In today's video, we're going to take a look at all the settings here on the ES701 Ninja Luxe Cafe Pro model. Now, some of them are intuitive, others are not quite as intuitive, and that's the reason that I'm doing this video. So let's just go into the menu settings and see what we can all change. For example, if you don't like the annoying beeping, we can turn off that beeping. So let's just go through the internal menu settings. Alrighty, so first thing is first, how do we even get into the internal menu? You have to press this button here, which is the size button. The funny thing is you don't see it illuminated until you go over to the coffee side, and now it's illuminated. But it doesn't matter. Even if you're on Espresso over here, you can still press and hold that, and then you'll get into the settings menu. So they're designated by these H symbols, H01. There's in total 7 settings. So H01, if we go into that, just press this button here to go in. And on means that the beeps are on. We want to turn those guys off. So by doing that, that way we can go back with this size button as well. So this way with the beeps turned off, you won't hear any more annoying beeps. Let's go back into the menu and see what setting H02 is for. This is for eco mode. So if you go in here, you can choose to either have it off or on. I keep mine off. All that does is if you turn it on, it's going to shut off the thermal block after pulling a shot to save some energy, but I want my brew group here to be nice and hot. So we're going to keep that on off. H03, that is recommended grind size. So that's turning on the grind size on or off. So if we go in here, I got it on right now, which means if I go back, it shows me recommended what the Barista Assist is telling me to do. But if I go into the menu to H03, then if I turn that off, then you're going to see that it's no longer illuminated here. It's not giving me any more Barista Assist information. If we go back into the menu, let's see what is H04. So H04 is going to reset the Barista Assist. So if I reset it, then it's going to reset the Barista Assist so that I have to start all over again. You might want to use this if you got new beans, for example. So if I reset it, and if I turn the Barista recommendation back on, you're going to see that the recommended has changed from 14 before to 18 now. Okay, let's see, what is H05? H05 is to factory reset the whole unit. So if we go to yes and press this, watch what happens. Bam. Resets, reinitializes. Okay, so it reinitializes, and in fact it puts here the recommendation at 24. So it's been completely reset. That also means that my settings have been reset. Previously I had my espresso set on a strength of 3, and that has been reset. Let's go back into the menu. Take a look at H06. What is that? That is the temperature of the milk froth down here. So low, medium, high. Low, medium, high. I choose generally low because this gets really, really hot for me. So I'm just going to keep it at low. Oh, and I got to turn those beeps back off now that I factory reset it. So H07, this is for the hardness of the water. I have really hard water. So that's actually at 5. There's 5 settings. So I'm going to keep it there. But you got 5 that you can choose, or actually down to 0. If you use, for example, reverse osmosis water. But anyhow, mine is really hard, so I'm going to keep it at 5. Okay, and now we can exit the menu, and those are the internal settings. They are also listed in your manual, but I hope that this demonstration is a little bit more clear. Okay, the next thing that I want to talk about is your brew strength and temperature button. So if you press and hold this strength button here, it's going to turn into a temperature button. Wow, that's crazy. So if you're using something like a dark roast, then I would recommend using the low temperature. And if you're using something like a medium or light roast, you got to turn the temperature up because they require a higher temperature to extract at. Okay, but if we turn this back into the strength button, what these 3 things indicate is what the ratio is going to be. How strong is the drink going to be? And that is outlined right here, and I don't find it to be super clear. But what we're going to do is look at the double espresso, for example. The double espresso what they put in the dose. So when you're grinding, it's going to be 18 grams that goes into your portafilter here. And what you get out on the default setting is 72 milliliters, or about 72 grams. So that is a 1-to-4 ratio. So with that strength right here, for the double espresso, that means that I'm going to get 72 grams out. But if I want to get just a 1 to, let's say, 2 ratio, then I have to turn the strength up. So with the strength at 3, then I'm going to get a 1 to 2 ratio, means I should get 36 grams in my cup. The middle strength is for 1 to 2.5. Okay? So if you want something that is stronger than a 1 to 4, but not as strong as a 1 to 2, then you can choose the middle for the strength. If we also take a look here at the drinks you got available, these are basically just ratios. How much water is the machine going to put through the puck here in order to get your drink? So Ristretto is going to be the smallest amount, Espresso is a bit more, Lungo is quite a bit more, Americano is first water and then an espresso shot on top, and then cold pressed, okay, that is obvious, that's going to be with room temperature water. So if we look onto the coffee side, it's going to be something similar. You got classic, which gives you a bit more water. Rich gives you a bit less, so you got a stronger coffee. Then you got over ice, which gives you even less because the machine is assuming that you have ice cubes in your glass. Same thing for cold brew. And again, on the bottom, you can also choose between different sizes from S plus to medium plus to L plus and then XL. And those refer to the sizes that you see over here on the right side of the machine. On the froth section, you can choose either no froth, low froth, medium froth, extra froth, or cold froth. So with the cold froth, it's just going to spin the wheel inside there, and it's not going to heat up the milk. And that's really nice for summertime drinks. Alrighty guys, I hope this video has been helpful for you, and if so, give the video a like and also subscribe to the video. That way I know to make more on the Ninja Luxe Cafe series. Till next time, I say happy coffee drinking and happy espresso drinking. Bye now.